What is up YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. I've got to say today your boy is a bit meh. The reason is because I have been taking some L's. When I mean L's, I mean L's. It's been tough recently. And one of them was really annoying because I managed to get exclusive access on the recently released Jordan 1s Lost and Found, but I was slipping. I wasn't next to my phone, and by the time I had logged in, my size was gone. So, as you can imagine, little bit about that. But hey, stuff happens, we move on. But then again, what also feels like a bit of a sucker punch is the Jordan 4s came out, and I took L after L after L. Now those sneakers are beautiful. So it looks like for me it's going to have to be the dark web to get those on the reseller market, because I just can't see me not having those in my collection. Which also segues me on beautifully to highlighting to you guys that if you haven't already done, you should subscribe so you don't miss my future content, because I'm going to be dropping, as always, the top sneakers of 2022. And heads up, you know, is going to be in it. With that being said though, I am here today to bring you a fresh pair of crepes that I did manage to score. Those are the Jordan 1 highs in the Gorge Green Metallic Silver. Let's get into it. What is up YouTube? It is your boy, it's your dog, it's your brother from another mother, aka the sneaker surgeon, aka Dr. Vassell, aka Wayne, coming at you today with another fresh pair of crepes for Crepe Check. Now, what crepes are we talking about? We're talking about the Jordan 1 highs in the Gorge Green Metallic Silver Colorway. Let's get into it. So before we get into the box, let's talk about some important details, namely pricing and sizing. If you have a good look and scourge the internet, I'm pretty sure you'll still be able to find some pairs of this sneaker at retail. In the UK, it's retailing for the recommended retail price of about £165, and in the US, that's probably going to set you back about $190. We move on to sizing, and I've got to say, as with all of my previous pairs of Jordan 1s, they nail sizing quite efficiently. I would go true to size. I'm a size 11, and this has fit beautifully, so stay true to size. So now let's talk about the box itself. And as you can see, the Jordan 1 box is no different from what you would usually expect from a Jordan 1 box. It is black with the red Nike detail all around it, so I'm not going to spend too much time going into that. What I am going to focus on though is talking about the tag, and the tag does read Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG, and the colorway is the Gorge Green Metallic Silver Colorway. And it's in my size, UK 11, US 12. If you want to send me any free sneakers, please holler at your boy. And now let's pop the hood. And when we pop the hood, we are greeted with normal tissue paper. Nothing to really talk about there. Let's get straight to the sneaker, and what we reveal are these bad boys. And as you can see, we have these beauties. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of the Jordan 1 highs in the Gorge Green Metallic Silver Colorway. Let me know what you guys are thinking. What are my first impressions of this sneaker? My first impressions are that they are clean. I love the colorway. I love the fact that the green is accentuated by the bright white. The leather feels nice and premium, and as you can see, is really nice and compressible, and it just feels like it's made of quality leather and quality materials. I love the fact that the tick is silver and pops against the white and green, giving the sneaker more dimension. And first impressions, I really like. Let's look at the outsole, and as you can see from the outsole is typical of a Jordan 1 high with the pattern, and you can notice that it is in the Gorge Green, or the forest green as I think it better resembles. So then let's come on to the medial aspect of the sneaker, and the medial aspect of the sneaker shows all of the colors that are on show of this colorway. We have the Gorge Green outsole, the kind of forest green outsole, cut sharply by the bright white midsole, and then we hit the upper of the sneaker that has all of the combination of colors, the Gorge Green, the metallic silver, and the bright Colgate white. So when we look at the leather itself, as I hope you can appreciate, the leather is a mixture of textures. So the back panel is a smooth leather, which I must admit does feel really smooth. It's just a couple steps away from being like suede in texture. And then we come to the middle panel, as you hopefully can appreciate on the camera, that it's made of this cracked leather, giving the sneaker lots and lots of texture. The upper panel here also has that cracked leather appeal, with the rim itself also boasting that cracked leather, with the hint of Gorge Green that hits at the ankle inlet. Then as we come round to the anterior aspect of the sneaker, we can see that we have the Gorge Green outsole, the bright white midsole, and then we hit the toe tip, which is again Gorge Green, and then we hit the toe box, which sports that cracked, beautiful white leather that's nice, lovely, soft and compressible. Then as we progress up anteriorly in the sneaker, you notice we hit these laces. I must say the green matches the Gorge Green that's found around the sneaker, which is quite nice. Shoelace inlets, the eye stays are also of that Gorge Green, and they are boasting that cracked leather look. And as we progress up the tongue, we hit the Nike Air logo, as you can see in the Gorge Green accentuated by the white. Then when we look inside the sneaker, we can see that the insole itself is white with the Gorge Green Nike Air. When we come round to the lateral aspect of the sneaker, we can still appreciate the same details that are on the medial side of the sneaker. We have the Gorge Green outsole, the bright white midsole, and then we have the Gorge Green toe box with the smooth leather coming into the cracked leather, which it's almost like they've gone for shading. So it goes up in increments. So it's smooth leather at the front, starting to be cracked, and as it gets around to the back, there's more emphasis on the cracking. You hit the bright white panel here with the cracked leather look. Very, very similar to the medial aspect with the very sharp and abundant silver Nike tick. What I particularly like about the lateral aspect of this sneaker is the Air Jordan logo. It is covered by a plastic cover and is metallic silver, popping beautifully against the Gorge Green backdrop. The posterior aspect of the sneaker, the thing that I love about Jordans, it just is so symmetrical. It just has nice, clean lines, and this Jordan 1 doesn't disappoint. It has the Gorge Green outsole going into the bright white midsole, back into the Gorge Green, the kind of cracked leather appeal at the back there, if you can appreciate, and then we are broken up by the silver tick, the embers of the silver tick coming around the back with the green, Gorge Green in the middle, coming back to that rim of bright white into that fine rim of Gorge Green at the ankle inlet. What is your boy's final impressions of these Jordan 1s? My final impressions are they are cold. The materials feel premium in this particular Jordan 1. This shade of green will just pop beautifully. I mean, this is one for the gram. When you drop this with the right color clothes, it's a gram picture. It has to be. These, as far as I'm concerned, are a must for your Jordan 1 collection. Equally though, what am I without you guys? And what I want to know is what you guys think of this Jordan 1. Is it a keeper? Do you like the shades of green? Do you think the silver is the right tone for this sneaker? Let me know in the comment section. Equally, whilst you're there, do your boy a solid and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future Crep Check content where I'm going to go through, the best Jordans of 2022. It'd be rude not to. Amongst many, many other videos. In addition, do your boy a solid and drop me a like because your support helps me to continue to grow this channel and continue to bring you this content. I will ask that you don't judge me because I know my hair is bad. I need a haircut. I've just not had a chance to get there. So don't judge me on that.